Hi everyone, this is Jane here from Crystal Sparkles Readings. Just here to pop down a little reading for this week. I'm just going to be having a little shuffle of the Faulkner deck, put down a couple of tarot cards, and we'll put down an oracle card as well to see what we've got in store for us this week. I want to apologise for not being able to make it last week. As I've said, I've had to cut these down from daily to weekly for now, just until the end of this month. I think I've just got a lot on my plate at the moment, so let's have a look and see what we've got going on. Okay, so our first card for this week is the Page of Pentacles. Okay, so Page of Pentacles talks about new beginnings, talks about new opportunities. It's traditionally a money, business, work card. So the Pentacles, as you know, if you've watched my stuff before, they talk about money, they talk about material goods, they talk about all of that kind of thing. The Page talks about new opportunities around that, so things like running a new business, going self-employed, project, something new, some new funds coming in. The Page of Pentacles is also really quite sort of creative in its energy. So, you know, it may be that this is a new thing that you've got, that you've had in your mind for a while and that you want to progress, and it's a really creative process that you've been going through with it. So this is all about that new energy coming in to do with all this creativity. I really like this card because the little girl here has her little fairy's wand. To me, that always looks like one of those dandelion things that you blow and then you make a wish. So that card always, to me, it's not traditionally speaking one of the wish cards in the deck, but when it comes up, I always feel like it's a good time to make a wish. So do make a wish today. Okay, and then we've got the Fool. And the Fool, again, new beginnings, new adventures, clearing out all that old stuff, being brave, going for it. The Fool talks about there being an element of risk with something. So it's not, it's about being brave and being courageous and going for it, trying something different. As you can see, this is kind of a picture with loads of different options, really. You know, you can be looking at the water, you could be looking at the island, you could be looking at the fence, the trees. I'm really drawn to the rainbow. Okay, so obviously this is black and white deck, so you can't tell, but this comes up, this is like a double rainbow. Sometimes this looks more like an airplane trail to me, and when it looks like that, I tend to be thinking about travel, but today I'm feeling like it's a rainbow, and there's again a wish to be made. So it's all about this week is the energy is sort of saying be positive and make some kind of wish. Be brave and courageous and actually go for what you want. You know, if this is a new business idea for you, don't be afraid to give it a go, is what the Fool says. The Fool is also, it's kind of like the first card in the entire deck, so it's to say that there's still lots to learn, there's still things to be achieved. It's a card that says don't be afraid to have a go at things, though. You know, just have a go. Yeah, of course, with all these different things, there's an element of this, of a bit of feeling like there's a risk. But actually, you're fine. You have all of this energy around you that is good. If you look at a standard Rider-Waite deck, this will be a young man or young lady going off into the world, and they'll traditionally have like a knapsack with them. They have their little dog with them. And there's a lot of different symbology in those Rider-Waite cards that show this young person going off out into the world, but they go with their dog, they go with their companion. They're not alone. They don't go and face all these challenges all on their own. They are also have their knapsack with them, so that's all full of stuff that they might need to sustain them, like their food and things. So it's basically saying you have what you need to go with you. They have the knapsack thing that they're carrying is on a stick. It's on a staff. So, your staff can be used to support you, to help you along the way. If you come across a bad guy, it can be used to fight off a bad guy. So it's saying you have all of the stuff you need to go on this journey, to go on this this adventure. The Fool to me is very much about new adventures and, almost like completely new adventure. So I'm really going to go for something completely different. And the Page of Pentacles is very similar to that. So all about new adventures this week, I feel like we've got opportunities. I feel like there is an element of being able to better ourselves in terms of material goods. So better things coming in around that, abundance, money, all of those kind of energies. That's very it's very strong when you get the Page of Pentacles and the Fool together as well. Really, really interesting that they both came through together. So I'm just going to pop down one of these mystical shaman decks. I do really, really love these. Let's just have a little look and see what we have today. Okay. So. Oh, amazing. So, we've got the Page of Pentacles, Fool, and then we've got Magic. These are really beautiful, beautiful cards. So, the Magic card, and have a look at this Magic card a little bit closer so you can see. Really beautiful, fabulous card. You can see she's got her little halo of protection around her. You've got this kind of crystal ball in the background. So yeah, just a really, really beautiful card. Magic kind of says what it does on the tin for me. Magic is exciting and it brings you what you wish for. All of those good things. These really are lovely, lovely cards. I'm just going to have a quick look and see what Colette Baron Reid has in the book meaning for this shaman card, just because the shamanic meanings are slightly different sometimes. I always kind of read with my intuition first, and then have a little look and see what the book says. Let me just quick look, see if I can find the actual card. Helps if you look for the right number. Right, there we go. So yeah, intuitively I feel like, she's very magical. She's like a little fairy. There's all these little different things in her hair, all these little fairy. These look like little fairies to me. And this crystal ball where she's able to see. There's this element of protection around her. She's always got like a little tiara on as well, which to me is talking about being able to manifest amazing things. You think about tiaras tend to be on princesses. People that have manifested this wonderful life for themselves, supposedly. In our kind of fantasies, maybe being a princess might not be quite so great as we think it is, but generally for us, that's a lovely thing to be. So she's looking like that. So let me just have a look and see what it says. So this symbol represents the infinite intelligence of the Great Spirit that makes up the fundamental fabric of the universe. We experience the evidence of this magic through synchronicity and meaningful coincidences. So, all these different little signs that you might get, really interesting sometimes. We don't always understand them, but they keep giving and giving and giving and giving and giving them, and eventually it will make sense to us, sometimes not straight away. But it's asking you to look out for those this week. When magic appears, you are invited to see the world through the eyes of wonder and awe, taking on the innocence of a child who knows that all things are possible. Infinite potential exists in the great minds, and you are being invited to call on it and recognise the dance in synchronistic events, signs and symbols and omens, given to you through the oracle of the ordinary world. So basically this is like saying it's all very well having an oracle deck and we work with those, but the signs are all around us in our ordinary life. You know, even if you don't go outside of your house, don't go outside of your flat, you know, you can look outside the window, you can see things will come. You know, you might be able to see birds, you might be able to see little animals playing out in your garden, you might be able to see different coloured cars going by, maybe the colours are significant. You might be watching a television programme and constantly see the same person or see the same animal or hear the same piece of music. All these signs come to us through all sorts of weird and wonderful ways. Spirit always finds a way to get it to us. So this is a sign that Spirit is reminding you that you co-create your world in sacred partnership. Your part is to dream and to intend and to watch the signs that show you what the next action is to take. Right now it appears that you're on the right track to make your dreams come true. Great Spirit is listening and acting on your behalf. Pay attention. Magic gives birth to miracles. This is a beautiful, beautiful, fantastic card. And this is a really amazing, beautiful spread for this week. This week has massive, massive possibilities for us to be able to process what we want to make for ourselves, what we want to manifest for ourselves. So all I would say about this week is go off and enjoy it. Make your dreams come true. Focus on what you wish for. And, you know, I'm always saying to people, focus on what you do want, not what you don't. So all of that, those doubts, let them go. Every time a doubt creeps in, replace it with, I know this is going to work out for me. So that's really important when we're looking at these cards, because to manifest the magic, you have to believe that the magic can happen. I'll leave that with you for today. If I do get an opportunity to pop on later in the week, I will do. It's unlikely, I'll be honest. But if I do get an opportunity to, I will. I've also got some new decks that I want to do some unboxings. I've got about 5 different new decks that I want to do unboxing videos for. So they will be probably done next week, to be honest with you. But I don't think I'm going to get time this week. If I do, all well and good. But at the moment, it's unlikely. I will leave that with you for today. And I'll be back again either later in the week if I get a chance, or next week. Have a really, really wonderful, magical week. These are beautiful cards, so go make the most of them. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.